So the next thing is investing in the tools. So for us, when we say tools, there's a lot of different things it could be. If you're doing a lot of content, it could be better cameras, better microphones, better streaming platforms, editing, etc. For right now, if you're watching this on video and you consume a lot of our video stuff, you'll probably notice that my camera quality has increased a lot in this
Looking
video.
crispy, buddy.
That's because I heard enough of Tom's comments and I invested in a new camera and a new lens. And on the next episode, I'll have a new microphone as well, but I've got to wait for it to ship. So these are just things that increase the quality of our output so much, and it makes producing content so much more fun. But it's an investment of cost. Like I just bought a cottage recently as well, and a lot of my money is flowing towards the down payment and closing costs. And I'm like, do I want to spend several $1,000s right now upgrading equipment? Not really, but will I get the return from it? For sure. And we are in an industry where adding 1 to 2 mortgages a year outpaces the costs of a lot of these tools and things that you do to increase the quality of your business and your workflow.
Yeah, and it's not even just YouTube specifically. And by the way, before I move on with my next point here, for those listeners that just listen to audio only, go check out our YouTube channel. We've got videos for every episode there, and we have clip forms of those long form content as well. So go check that out. Give Brandon some love and toss him a subscribe on there for that new camera that he's got. But to the gear aspect, like, yeah, we're buying this gear for YouTube, mainly for Canadian Mortgage Guide. We do love you guys, but that is our main source of revenue. We don't make any money here. But with that being said, we are also gaining a valuable skill of talking in front of video, communicating, having guest appearances, and just doing some interview style videos. That's going to help us with our communication skills, the interview skills, and just building up this asset in the background. And that's why we love investing in these sort of things. And it sounds kind of counterintuitive, like you're blowing your money and buying these expensive cameras and equipment. But if we're building up this asset in the background, we're kind of hedging against what might come in the future. Like, we have no idea how long the mortgage broker industry will be here. And I'm not saying this as like a cynical thing. Like, nobody knows. It can be here for the next 50 years. AI can replace us. Like, we don't know that. So why don't we build up this asset in the meantime, which is our YouTube channel, and we can pivot once we have this audience, once we have this brand, we can pivot and create a different source of revenue if we ever wanted to in the future.
For sure. And I think that's an important tip for a lot of people who are new in the industry as well, or up to that 0 to 10 million marker who feel like, okay, am I going to spend $2,000 on camera and mic gear? That's 2% of my overall income coming in. Probably not. But the takeaway here is, let's say 4 years from now, you decide the mortgage industry is not the space for you. You're going to have acquired that skill and it's going to carry with you from job to job. It's going to only increase your value to the overall marketplace. So if you're sitting on the fence and wondering if you should invest in yourself, do it. Okay. Pour into yourself and you will get returns either in this industry or in the next that you go to.
Yeah, and I always try to look at whatever I'm looking to buy. I always think like, is this just going to be one thing that I can use for this one specific thing, or can I maybe use this for multiple facets in my business? And going back to that camera example, if I'm buying a really nice camera, like Brandon, you're probably going to use that camera that you just bought for your Zoom meetings with clients, right?
Yeah, Zoom meetings with clients, even just like hanging out with my kids. They watch a lot of YouTube, so they're like, "Can we use it to make our own YouTube videos?" I'm like, "Sure, go for it." Going up to the cottage, taking good pictures on family vacations, that kind of stuff. Like I'm going to use it everywhere. So there's a broad application of it there.
Yeah, and we're not talking like go spend $5,000 on a camera. Like the one you bought, I think was like $900, and I'm looking at getting the same one. So yes, it's expensive if you're new in the business. You might not be there yet to spend money on these sort of fancy gear items, but there's also cheaper alternatives. If you ever wanted to buy, say, like a fancy webcam, you can go that direction too. But I would also caution you on that because I always like to buy once, not buy twice, or whatever that saying goes. Brandon, you can fill me
Yeah,
in on that one.
yeah, yeah. No, I know the saying. It is
Buy nice, not buy twice. That's what it is.
Biffle, buy it for life.